but right now we're just about set as Hank Scarpa will look the field over, and it is race time here at Waterford Speedbowl as the green flag goes up in the air as they drag race down into turn number 1. James Ricks Jr. to the inside, Nate Appel up to the outside, side by side, fender to fenders as they head down into turn number 3.
Miller in the 53 in the second row there side by side with the 97 of Dave Trudeau. Two great veterans, two great car drivers here at the Waterford Speedbowl. We have action in the middle of the track. Joe Godbout mixing it up with, looks like the 54 automobile. That's Jeff Miller out there. We have a pileup up there in between turns 1 and 2. So something had to give whenever you're that close on this all well managed, well run, and fans have a chance to see some great things happening each and every week.
Well, right now we're getting back underway here as the green flag waves back up in the air, and car number 36, James Ricks Jr. will show the way off of turn number 2, but look at, there's a challenge for the number 1 spot. Two machines running side by side. That's the 53 of Dan Darza as they run fender to fender, but also in the mix there as well is car number 97 for Dave Trudeau. Trudeau up to the outside now. He currently runs in third. He doesn't know which lane. Do I go to the inside or do I go to the outside?
I'll tell you what, it's like a swarm of bees when they come down that front straightaway. That darn Dan Darnstadt up there on the side of James Ricks' automobile. They're going to go up into the barrier. They got up into the marbles, nowhere to go, but into the barrier on that one, and it's a big break for Trudeau. And we have one of those Hoosier tires making its way down the straightaway.
So trouble down in turn number 1. Two cars
and it
have come together.
Miraculously misses both automobiles.
And both cars will pull away under their Speedbowl, and of course it's going to kick off on Wednesday with Wild and Wacky Wednesday, and of course June 30th the NASCAR Busch North Series will be here. But right now the green flag is back up in the air and it's race time once again as car number 97 of Dave Trudeau will lead them down to turn number 1. A lot of scrambling, slicing, and dicing going out there from about 5th on back. But right now, battle for the number 1 spot as Trudeau will work it off turn number 4. But look who's right there. Bruce Thomas Sr., we got our problem up in turn number 3. 3 cars, and they look like they'll all pull away under their own power. As quickly as we went back to green, we are back to Yardy, and Dave Dykes will bring that along too. They'll have some great personalities as their guests, and they'll also have a chance to win a pair of tickets to the Waterford Speedbowl. Right now, the green flag is back in the air, and it's race time once again here at the 4-line oval as they work it off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's Dave Trudeau down to the inside. Bruce Thomas Sr. up to the outside. Battle for the number 1 spot as they come down to the line. Who's going to win the battle down in turn number 1? The best seat in the house has got to be Chris Burton. He won back 3 weeks ago. He currently runs there in third, but if he's got a rear view mirror of Diego Monahan, who's filling in for the injured Richard Brooks in car number 65, as that heated battle with car number 31 for Tom Silva out of Waterford.
Tom Silva and Monahan side by side as they make their way down. They're battling for the 4th spot on the speedway. It looks like this part of the battle will go to Monahan as they cross the stripe. But they're looking in their rearview mirror, and rounding out what will be the top 6 will be Burgoyce in the 87 as Joe Godbout still having those handling problems in the 37 dives to the infield with that Ford Mustang. He's out of the action momentarily.
Another driver trying to work his way up as he's been threading the needle. That is Jeff Miller with car number 54. He knows how to win races. He knows how to win championships. And right now, what he's trying to do is try to slip by car number 11. That is Sean Caron in the LT Painting entry. It's trouble up in turn number 4. Sherry Riley with car number 99 goes around. One car that will get a roll, that will be car number 70. That is the Chris Williams machine, the Hoptown Pizza, Ocean Street, 4 finish line signs. We are still green, and look at the battle down to the line. Trudeau down to the inside. Bruce Thomas Sr. still working the high groove here as they run side by side for the number 1 spot. Chris Burton runs second. Diego Monahan is up to 4th, and then currently running in the 5th spot in his car, number 31 for Tom Silva. Further on back, car number 87. That is the Burgoyne machine now. He's looking for racing room down low as they exit off of turn 2.
And we see Sal Gachon has that 85 pointed in the wrong direction, and a cloud of dust and a Hardy Hi-O Silver. He brings it back out onto the speedway. He's been having some problems all through the night. He's really been up the sheet metal on the 85 a few times here tonight, but has that car running back into the fray, and another spin off. Quick spin by Bruce Thomas Sr., a feature winner back earlier in the season. As a matter of fact, he won on the 28th of April.
And that was for the lead mark as the 2 leaders were going at it, and Bruce Thomas Sr. will suffer the consequences on that one. But right now, off turn number 4 and back down to the stripe, if you look at the Budweiser Bud Light scoreboard, the NASCAR Weekly Racing Series scoreboard, is we got trouble up in turn number 4. 3 cars have gone around, and the caution will come out once again. So caution on the speedway. This for a problem up in turn number 4. There's 3 cars involved. And so far, with 7 laps, Wednesday starting this coming Wednesday, June the 13th. Right now, just about ready to get back underway as the green flag will wave in the wind, and Chris Burton will lead the way down into turn number 1. Chris Burton, looking for his 2nd victory of the 2001 season, leads the parade down the back straightaway. Trudeau runs 2nd, now battle for 3rd. Diego Monahan puts left side rubber right down the white line, but drifts up a little bit. Knock on the door and someone's bound to come in, and that's just what car number 36 of James Ricks Jr. did. He is challenging Monahan for that 5th spot, and he'll take the spot away. Here comes Jeff Miller with car 54's Monahan drifts up the banking. He's going to lose a lot of ground to our leader.
Sylvia in the 88 is currently running in the 4th spot on the speedway, taking the high groove around the track. He's on the high white line on the outside, just barely out of the groove on that one as he's trying to make his move around the 31 automobile driven by Tom Silva. Silva's had a great run all through it as, again, Gachon makes his way into the inside of the track along with the 71 of Brad Caddick, both having handling problems this evening. Quick racing all the way around.
One of those legend cars. We'll tell you how you can go about doing that, but right now we need to tell you about the green flag going back up in the air as Chris Burton will slow the way down into turn number 1. One car didn't come quite up to speed there as Chris Burton now will exit off of turn number 2, separate himself by about 5 car lengths over the 97 of Dave Trudeau, but the man on the move is car number 31. Tom Silva now works down low, and right behind him is James Ricks Jr. as it looks like the inside lane right now may be the lane to be in. But here comes the 97 machine of Trudeau strong on the outside. We got trouble once again up between turns 3 and 4 as cars scatter all over. We are still green. The 2-lap marker has been given to the field as caution will come out once again. So green flag racing conditions. Before we go to green, one of my guests in the next couple of weeks will be David Green, driver on the Busch Series, driver of the AFG Glass Chevrolet, as green goes back up in the air. We're back underway. Chris Burton trying to pick up victory number 2. He'll work it off turn number 2, but here comes car number 31, Tom Silva. With that machine, the Waterford, Connecticut driver, he would like to stay in victory lane and have the bragging rights all week, but look at now the battle for 4th. We got one car, that running right machine, stepped out of line, looked for racing room, couldn't quite find the room he needed. He had to tuck it back in line. Bruce Thomas Sr. is also working his way up as the white flag is in the air, this time by. Can Chris Burton hold on for the victory? victory here tonight. If he can, it will be his second victory of the 2001 season. He'll work it down in turn number 3, all by himself. The battles from second on back. The second flag is in the air. It's Chris Burton. Silva comes down for second. Too close to call third.
Tremendous race out there all the way around. It looks like James
Jr., the driver of car number 36. First of all, great run for you tonight. You come home in third. You also get the Hard Charge Award as well. Tell us about your run.
Well, it was great. We started on the pole. We had a couple problems. My car started off real tight, so I'd like to apologize to the 53. I got into him a couple times, but over here, I don't know what was going on. So, first of all, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Landers Electric, Signcraft, Pages LLC, Pinnacle Auto Glass for a windshield, Eastern at Home high-speed internet service. We gotta love them. They helped us out quite a bit. And mainly, I'd like to thank my crew for putting up with all the guff I give them, basically. Those guys are great. Thank you.
There was quite a few yellows in here, but it seemed like you could work to the outside, though.
Inside, outside, I don't know what those guys did. They set it up perfect for me. And if you guys are going to congratulate anybody, you got to go to them. My hats are off to them.
Okay. There's our third place finisher. The gentleman who finished second tonight, Tom Silva. Certainly a great run for you. Did you think maybe in the closing laps you could have had anything for Chris Burton?
I knew he was fast. I was going to give it all I got, but he's got a ton of steam under that. I want to tip my hat to them guys. They wrecked their car and they built a new one and came back here and ran strong. Good job to them. I got to thank my sponsors, Cerise's Automotive, Pinkham Builders, Saul's Constructions, Halftime Sports Lounge, Stacy, Mallory, Pinnacle Auto Glass, Miller Motorsports, Jupiter Graphics, and all my fans. Thank you.
Quite a few sponsors on Tommy Silver's car. He comes home second with car number 31. Well, only one driver could come to victory lane tonight in the mini stock division here on Franklin Impression Night. And it's his second win of the 2001 season. Chris Burton, back-to-back victories in the mini stock division. As right now, the photographs being clicked off down here in the winner's circle as he proudly displays the checkered flag and the trophies. In just a moment, we'll get him over here and we'll talk about his second victory of the 2001 season. Renee Dugas, the official photographer here at the Waterford Speedbowl, clicking off the photographs down here as he's got the two fingers up, meaning 2 victories for this gentleman, driver of the Pinnacle Auto Glass number 38. And as soon as these pictures are clicked off, we're going to get him over here. As Chris, come on over here and tell the fans about your second victory of the 2001 season. A lot of slicing and dicing going on, but you were in front of all that. You had clear sailing.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I am amazed that I did this 2 weeks in a row.
What's the key to your success in 2001?
Definitely the motor. Our car still isn't handling, but our motor is definitely what's keeping us into it.
What did you think when you got the white flag? What was going through your mind?
Disbelief that I was doing it again.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in yourself. I mean, you're capable. You've run the speedway, and of course, this is a back-to-back victory for you. And you got to be pretty happy with your performance and your team.
Yeah.
And how about the sponsors on the machine?
I'd like to thank GCR Specialties, TK's Custom Auto, TMC Mechanical Services, Pinnacle Auto Glass, A&B Electric, Sonardi Oil, West Main Services.
If there's one thing that you learned from the 2000 season from the 2000 to the 2001 season, what would that be?
Be patient. Just wait for your time to be able to pass the cars and finish up front.
Well, I'll tell you, so far in the 2001 season, patience, that's what this driver has learned because he's picked up his second victory of the 2001 season here at the Waterford Speedbowl on Franklin Impressions Night. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap things up down here from Victory Lane. Let's send the back upstairs to Mark Fish.